Well, everyone, iOS 26 is one of those software updates that has just came out in a beta. It's been out for a few weeks now, and I've installed it on pretty much every single type of device that you can probably install it on. From the first generation iPhone 11, to the first iPhones that are supported on iOS 26, all the way up to the iPhone SEs, all the way up to the iPhone 16s and 16Es. And I will tell you, even on beta 2, there are still lots of really weird issues that are going on that kind of scare me for the older iPhones and the lowest end iPhones. Now, typically whenever new versions of software come out, there's going to be some issues and some problems here and there, but it does look like some of these issues that I'm experiencing kind of hit the older iPhones a little bit more than some of the newer ones. One of the most concerning things that I'm seeing is the performance going from something like, an iPhone 11 on iOS 18 to iOS 26. When you go through and you basically install a version like iOS 26, one of the biggest things Apple has kind of done here is that they kind of added this liquid glass kind of display approach. Now you can turn this off, but because this is one of the main things Apple kind of hit on here, I can see a lot of people kind of going through and keeping this enabled. From my testing, from what I've seen in different speed tests, it takes a lot more processing power, and people know this already. It does take noticeably more processing power to basically use something like iOS 26's liquid glass approach rather than iOS 18's glass. That type of approach. So there is a slight difference here. And I do feel like if you are going to go through and you're going to install a piece of software, definitely something like iOS 26, it's going to bog down your system a little bit more. And that is typically what ends up happening when you're going to go through and you're going to install a version of software. So personally for me, that is kind of one of those big things to keep in mind. Now, it isn't necessarily the biggest deal in the world, but that is just one thing you're going to end up kind of having to remember. So from what I'm seeing, if you're installing iOS 26, you're definitely going to feel like your phone is maybe a little bit more bogged down in that version of software rather than iOS 18. And then when it officially comes out, I guess we're going to have to take a closer look at exactly what's going to end up happening. So from that side, that kind of covers that up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.